So atoms and molecules. In this chapter, what we are going to study? Chapter 3, lecture 1, atoms and molecules. So the topics to be covered in this chapter are, first of all, we are going to study the laws of chemical combination. Then we will move to what do you mean by atoms and the atomic theory. Okay. Then we will move to atomic symbols, then atomic mass. What do you mean by atomic mass? Then molecules and their chemical formula, ions, valency and valence electrons, writing chemical formula, composition of compound, and the last topic, that is mole concept. These are all the topics that we are going to cover in this chapter. These are the topics that we are going to cover in this chapter. Okay, students. So let us start with the very first thing, introduction part. First of all, we will go for introduction part. Now in this chapter, atoms and molecules, we have studied about elements. We have already studied about elements, right? What are elements? Elements को हम कैसे divide कर सकते हैं? Metals में, non-metals में, metalloids में. ठीक है, ये सब चीजें हमने पढ़ी थी. And we have studied that every metal is made up of smallest particles, right? Every metal is made up of smallest kind of particles. Okay, so first of all, let us start with the laws, that is law of chemical combination. So law of chemical combination में there are 5 laws. Okay, there comes 5 laws, but we will only deal with these 2 laws. Others law you will study in your higher classes. So in this chapter we are going to see these 2 laws only, that is law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportion. So these are the 2 laws that we are going to study. So the 5 laws are law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportion, law of multiple proportion. Okay, law of multiple proportion, then Gay-Lussac law, Gay-Lussac law, and Avogadro's law. So the 5 laws that comes under law of chemical combination are law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportion, law of multiple proportion, Gay-Lussac law of gaseous volume, and Avogadro's law. But in this chapter, for your 9th standard, we are going to study only this 2 laws, that is law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportion. So let us see what does this 2 laws means. First, law of conservation of mass. Now what does this law states? This law states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical or during a chemical reaction. What does this law state, students? Law states that, law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed, or you can say, or destroyed during a chemical reaction. Or in simple calculation way, we can say that total mass of the reactant is equal to total mass of the product. This I will explain you with the help of activity that is given in your textbook. First of all, you should note down this law. This law, many scientists observed that in 18th century, scientists observed this law for a reaction कि when in a closed container they performed a chemical reaction, so they noticed that there is no change of the mass. There was no change of the mass during a chemical reaction. So Antony, this law was given by Antony Lavoisier. This law was given by Antony Lavoisier. Proposed this law. They ask you in the exam who proposed law of conservation of mass. So law of conservation of mass was proposed by Antony Lavoisier. He when he performed the experiment in the closed container, a chemical reaction in a closed container, he observed that when the reaction take place, initially also the mass of the reactant is same, and once the chemical reaction is done, then also the mass of the product is also same. There is no change of mass during a chemical reaction. Okay. Many of you know already what do you mean by reactant and what do you mean by product. But if we are using this word over here that the total mass of the reactant should be equal to the total mass of the product, you should know what does the reactant and what does the product mean. Reactants means the substance which combine or the substance which react or participate. Substance which combine. Substance which combine is known as reactant, and the substance which is formed, the substance which is formed is known as product. You can say, or they are known as the one which react or the one which are produced. So this is the reactant and this is the product. So whenever a chemical reaction is taking place, there is no loss or no gain of a mass in a chemical reaction. So now I am explaining you using an activity. Now pay attention, everyone. Over here, this is the activity. Again, it is given in your textbook. I am taking a sodium hydroxide in test tube and copper sulfate solution as a reactant part. There is a small test tube, उसको string के साथ hang करना है and close करना है using a cork, conical flask में. So जब मैंने उसको weigh किया, what is the weight? It is 67.25 gram. Then I have mixed this thoroughly. What I have done? I have mixed them thoroughly. Mixed किया, तो what happened? Sodium hydroxide get mixed with the copper sulfate solution and they formed a product. The reaction has taken place. Okay, what is the reaction taken place? Over here, sodium hydroxide solution reacted with copper sulfate solution and it results to the formation of copper hydroxide and sodium sulfate solution together. But what is the thing you can notice over here in the analytical balance? So over here, initially when the reactant started, during a chemical reaction, जब reaction start हुआ, तब भी उसका weight क्या था? 67.25. And जब वो mix किया thoroughly, जब वो chemical reaction आपने करना start किया, then afterwards also, what was the mass? Total mass? It was 67.25. So what do you observe using this activity? That there is no change in the mass. That signifies your law of conservation of mass. That mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. Now pay attention, everyone just pay attention. What is the question asked on this basis? They asked you a question, they give you a question sometimes, like for example, I am giving you a problem, so you will solve it. Okay, just try to solve it. This is your textbook question also. So this is the theory that total mass of the reactant is equal to the total mass of the product. ये clear हो गया ना सबको? मैंने और एक डायग्राम लिया ताकि आपको समझ में आए कि देखो, अगर ये स्लाइड है, जो सीसॉ होता है ना हमारा, हम लोग सीसॉ इनिशियली जब गार्डन्स में कोविड-19 नहीं था, हम गार्डन्स जब घूमने जाते थे, so what you used to do? You used to go in the seesaw. तो अगर एक ज्यादा पतला है तो नीचे आ जाते हो, किसी का वेट ज्यादा है तो ऊपर आ जाते हैं. बट लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास या केमिकल रिएक्शन के लिए जब हम करते हैं, उसको जब सीसॉ में रखेंगे तो वो क्या रहता है? वो इक्वल रहता है. दैट इज रिएक्टेंट भी उतना ही रहेगा और प्रोडक्ट भी उतना का उतना ही रहेगा. ठीक है? So this is your law of conservation of mass. That mass is neither created nor destroyed. They are equally same. Okay? So how the question is asked? Pay attention. Questions likho. Question likho. This is your question that is asked in exams. Sometimes note it down. Sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate reacts with sodium carbonate reacts with ethanoic acid to form sodium ethanoate, comma, carbon dioxide and water in an experiment comma 5.3 gram of sodium carbonate reacted with 6 gram of ethanoic acid to form 8.2 gram of sodium ethanoate, comma 2.2 gram of carbon dioxide and 0.9 gram of water. Show that the data verifies the law of conservation of mass. Now, whenever this type of question is asked, what you have to do, students, just pay attention. What is asked? That sodium carbonate reacts with ethanoic acid to form sodium ethanoate and carbon dioxide in water. That means this and this are reacting. ये दोनों चीजें react कर रहे हैं, तो ये क्या हो गए? ये आपके reactant हो गए. सोडियम कार्बोनेट और इथेनोइक एसिड आपका क्या हो गया? रिएक्टेंट हो गया. टू फॉर्म मतलब प्रोड्यूस करना. तो क्या प्रोड्यूस किया? और जो प्रोड्यूस होते हैं उसको क्या बोलते हैं स्टूडेंट्स? दैट इज नोन एज प्रोडक्ट. सो व्हाट आर दे प्रोड्यूसिंग? सोडियम इथेनोएट, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर. राइट? नाउ व्हाट इज गिवन? जस्ट पे अटेंशन. In an experiment 5.3 ग्राम ऑफ सोडियम कार्बोनेट का मास दिया है. कितने के साथ रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं? 6 ग्राम ऑफ इथेनोइक एसिड का मास दिया है. टू फॉर्म 8.2 ग्राम ऑफ सोडियम इथेनोएट, मतलब प्रोडक्ट का मास दिया है इथेनोएट का 2.2 ग्राम ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड 0.9 ग्राम ऑफ वाटर. अब आपको वेरीफाई करना है कि ये जो डाटा है वो आपका लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास में फिट होता है कि नहीं. तो आप कैसे करोगे बच्चों? कैसे बताओगे कि वो लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास में बैठता है कि नहीं? यूजिंग दिस, that the total mass of the reactant should be equal to the total mass of the product. तो पहले आप mass of the reactant find करो. So total mass of the reactant will be how much? Mass of the reactant में क्या था? reactant में है आपका सोडियम कार्बोनेट और इथेनोइक एसिड. So mass of the reactant में क्या होगा? Mass of सोडियम कार्बोनेट प्लस मास ऑफ इथेनोइक एसिड. तो दोनों के मास को ऐड करो. सोडियम कार्बोनेट का मास कितना दिया है बच्चों? 5.3 और इथेनोइक एसिड का 6 ग्राम. सो टोटल आपको कितना ग्राम्स मिला मास ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट? मास ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट आपको मिलेगा 11.3. सिमिलरली फाइंड आउट द मास ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट फास्ट. आई एम गिविंग यू टाइम टू डू दैट. चलो सब लोग करो, ट्राई करो. सो mass of the product will be what? Mass of product. अब प्रोडक्ट में क्या क्या था? प्रोडक्ट में क्या था हमारे पास? प्रोडक्ट में था सोडियम इथेनॉइड, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर. So mass of the product will be equal to mass of sodium ethanoate plus mass of carbon dioxide plus mass of water. So when you take the mass of all these three, so what will be it? Let us see over here. So mass of sodium carbonate was given in the question, that is 8.2. Mass of carbon dioxide was given 2.2 and the mass of water was given 0.9. So when I add all this, I get 11.3 gram. And my mass of the reactant, जो हमने mass of the reactant find किया था, वो कितना था? वो भी 11.3 ग्राम था. मतलब मुझे क्या मिला? कि total mass of reactant is equal to total mass of product. That means it is following law of conservation of mass. Hence proved that total mass of the reactant is equal to total mass of the product. Okay, students?